For this lesson, we're going to start on some exponent operations with division. Now, the first lesson here is pretty straightforward, and what it works with is where all of the answers give you positive exponents. We're going to be doing the one with a negative exponent in a future video. So, the algebraic way of doing division with exponents, x to the a divided by x to the b equals x to the a minus b. Now, when you multiply, you add exponents, so I think it logically makes sense that when you divide, you would subtract exponents. Adding and subtracting are opposites, multiplying and dividing are opposites. Another way to write it is to write this like a fraction, where it's x to the a over x to the b. That's still division, so it would be x to the a minus b. Again, the bases have to be the same before you subtract the numbers with exponents. If they don't have exponents, treat them like normal numbers. For the first example, x to the 9th divided by x to the 6th. When we do 9 minus 6, this here gives us x to the 3rd. Now somebody might say, I don't understand how you got x to the 3rd. Sure, you subtract them, but I don't get it. If you take them, if you remember with fractions, if you have the same thing on the top and the same thing on the bottom, you're allowed to cancel them out. Let me write out x to the 9th. It'll take a moment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 x's for x to the 9th. If we write that out in expanded form. And with x to the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 x's written out. Again, you're always allowed to cancel when you have the same thing on the top and on the bottom. Thus, I would be able to cancel out 6 x's on the top and 6 x's on the bottom. That's going to leave me 3 x's on the end, hence x to the 3rd. Now this would be the long way to do it. The short way is just to subtract them. Let's look at the second example. I've got 3x to the 8th over 9x to the 5th. All right, 3 and 9 are normal numbers, aren't they? I'm going to treat 3/9 just like a fraction. What can I divide out of the top and out of the bottom to reduce 3/9? I can divide the top and bottom by 3. Let's go. 3 will turn into a 1, the 9 will turn into a 3. Now as far as x to the 8th and x to the 5th, when I subtract the 8 minus 5, that's going to give me x to the 3rd. Now this 3 is on the bottom, isn't it? You can't just write 3x to the 3rd. It stays on the bottom. Now, I didn't write the 1, did I? The 1 in front of the variable, we always say that's understood. We don't write 1s in front of variables. It's not technically wrong if you write it, it's just not common. For the last one, it actually works out a little easier. 18y to the 5th divided by 6y to the 2nd. We can divide 18 by 6. Again, these are normal numbers, so we're going to divide. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Y to the 5th divided by y to the 2nd. I subtract the exponents, and it's y to the 3rd. Well, I hope that helps. The next video is going to be on what happens when the answer is negative.